Today's episode is about the B word. That's right. We are, however, not talking about B for buyer. We're talking about B for business plan. And before you are saying, I don't want a business plan, no thank you, and moving on, bear with me because I'm actually going to show you a hack that you need to know for your geographic farming business plan in 2024 and beyond. So let's dive on into it. My name is Janine Sassel. I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent. And you might be wondering, Janine, why are we talking about business planning? I do that once a year and that's because it's expected and I have to, or any of these excuses, right? And did you know that I actually release my very own geographic farming business plan each and every year in our Facebook group, the Hyperlocal Agent? Yes, I know. Not a lot of people know that. So if you have not had a look, have a look in the featured section and you will find it there. You're going to see me go through all the big rocks that I have inside my geographic farming plan. Now, back to you. Why are we talking about business planning right now? We're halfway through the year, and depending on when you are actually listening to this episode, you might be 3 months left, 4 months left, right? Maybe you have 9 months left. Doesn't make a difference. I want you to consider using this business plan and really think about your geographic farm. I want you to think about the effort that you are putting in to your farm, because when you plan out, actually sit down and plan out what are you going to do for the remainder of the year, you've done a lot of work already for next year. Because fact of the matter is, my business plan itself doesn't change. That's right. My business plan for my geographic farm has been added onto, and now that I'm pretty confident and I have everything nailed down the way I want it, I send out, I have a quarterly event. I send out 8 EDDM postcards. Yes, I don't mail every single month to my farm. I have all of these things set up, and now I just follow it. So if you are halfway through the year, you can now take advantage of doing half the work and reaping still the full rewards. And then next year, all you have left is piece in the missing pieces. Pretty simple, right? So here is me wanting to really entice you to A, get into geographic farming. I mean, there's a plan already out there, so rip off and duplicate all you want. And then the second part is cut the workload in half, right? Planning out an entire year, that's overwhelming, that's a lot. So why not make it a little easier and just plan a portion of the year? This will also allow you to pivot, it will allow you to make adjustments. It will allow you to be actually more effective versus just planning out the entire year and then things happen, all of a sudden, things go sideways. This is also going to be a more predictable way for you to go about your real estate business. That's right. If you have a plan to follow, it feels so good knowing that you can jumpstart your next year's geographic farming because you don't have to plan for the entire year. Okay? You already see what has worked, what hasn't worked, what am I going to do more of, what am I going to do less of. So geographic farming has a great way for you to plan and only plan a portion. So what should you plan? First and foremost, I want everyone to have a signature event. Why do I want everyone to have a signature event? Because this is your conversion piece. This is where people are actually seeing you being a real person. So I want you to have a conversion event. For me, this is my neighborhood garage sale. This is where I really plan. I do all the things inside my farm. Having a neighborhood garage sale has enabled me to meet so many people. And again, I am an introvert, so I do not just go up to people and be like, hi, I'm Janine, nice to meet you. Do you want to talk about real estate? That's not me. So I want you to think about what event is there that you could do in your farm. We do have an event summit we've hosted before where we go with our GeoCentral members to a 60 plus neighborhood events. And then when you have a signature event selected, I want you to plan out that invitation mailer. Yes, we want to invite them like it's a giant party. The next mailer I put in place is my statistic mailer. I'm a number nerd, so I want my geographic farm to always have the numbers available, right? What is a house selling for? What's going on? And I do those once a quarter, so I plan those in next. Now, if there's a couple special ones that have done really well in the past, I do put those in. until I get to about 8 of them. So one of them is my calendar mailer. I do that one. I do a Spring Picture Now campaign that has been really working well. And then I do a St. Patrick's Day one that has been received extremely well as well. So those are the other 3 I plan in. So event mailer, I have 3 special ones, and then I have 4 statistic mailers. So you see there's my 8 mailers total. And then from these 8 mailers, I obviously have just listed happen. I have just sold those I can't plan in, right? And that are some of the biggest rocks inside the plan for my farm. So again, don't overcomplicate it. Look and see what your plan looks like for the remainder of this year. And then from there, we're going to piece it in next year together, and it's going to be super, super fast. So thanks again for tuning in, and let's get planning. Bye for now.